Yeah, I really love your perspective and the background and what you're bringing to it. And I am so curious about this intercultural competency, because I feel like, as you said, I mean, and we're headed now into another time as the trial is starting for George Floyd, like to really think about how we as Americans need to come together and live, and just globally, not even Americans, but starting here. How did this work come to be for you? And I love the blend of the two.
Yeah, it's interesting because people who are doing diversity, equity, and inclusion work, when I hear them speak, they mention, diversity, equity, and inclusion affects your innovation, and then I hear people who are just straight creative thinking experts and speakers, and they say, if you want to have a creative organization, look at the diversity of your team members. So both people are talking about it or alluding to it. But I think I'm the one that just brought the title together and said, this needs to be taught together because they coexist together. And so once I had that aha moment, because I've been doing both. I've been teaching intercultural competence, in school and at the university level. And I've been teaching creative thinking, but to bring them together, which is a creative act, right? That uncombining things. It was an aha moment because the psychological connection, meaning and I have my 7 gems of intercultural creativity because I'm the diamond person, and who doesn't like a good gem, right? Who doesn't like a good diamond? And the first diamond is the journey. So us understanding that creative development and intercultural development is a journey. There's something that your listeners can look up called the IDI, the Intercultural Development Inventory, which is an assessment where you can see where you are on the continuum as far as your ability to be self-aware, other-aware, culturally aware, and be able to adapt different cultural situations and be able to be a bridge. There's some people, as you may have seen in your experience or definitely on TV, who they live life only in their area, and they expect other people to interpret the world from how they interpret the world, which you and I know that is not the case, right? People have many cultural lenses. They have many experiences that color the way that they perceive different environments and different experiences. So people who raise their children, which I say I'm not the inventor of intercultural creativity, my mother is, because she created a culture in our home where she put us in situations that were slightly uncomfortable, not dangerous situations, but slightly uncomfortable situations. She took us to places where a lot of times we're the only Black family, but to her it was like, hey, we're here to experience it. And she really knew how to navigate between multiple cultures and to adapt where she needed to adapt. So we watched that. Intercultural creativity is, number one, it's a developmental process. Number two, open mindset. Empathy is a big thing with that. You have to be able to have empathy. And that's a big word in the business world now, right? Empathy. We educators knew it 10 years ago, 20 years ago, but now the business world is like, oh, wait, our leaders need to be empathetic. Oh, okay. And so having empathy and having an open-mindedness is a number one indicator of a highly creative thinker. Open-mindedness is a number one indicator of someone who can connect well with people from different backgrounds. Number 3 is observation. People who know how to observe well and detect patterns and see what people are doing. That's huge. The next one is curiosity, cultural curiosity and environmental curiosity. The next one is perspective shifting. I just read a great article from Dr. Platt, who wrote the book, The Leader's Brain. And he talked about business leaders need to be able to perspective shift. Well, guess what? That's a creative skill as well. It's an intercultural skill and a creative skill. The next one is, I call it authentic adaptation. You're able to adapt in different situations, but you're still authentic to you. So I'm not going to adapt in a situation and start like cussing like crazy, because that's not authentically me. That's something that I just don't do. So, but I can still be aware of the environment and still connect without losing who I am as a person and my core values. So that's authentic adaptation. And the last one is being a bridge. Someone who is high on the intercultural competence continuum and someone who is highly creative, they're able to bridge other people together. And there's where your leadership is. People who can do that well, lead well in that way, that's intercultural creativity.